The Space Shuttle Discovery about to land at Edwards Air Force Base in California. Discovery presently less than 14,000 feet and about 7 miles from touchdown with Commander Henry Hartsfield at the controls.
Now converging in a glide slope coming off the heavy alignment circle, lining up with runway 23 at Edwards.
This, of course, the first landing for Discovery after a maiden flight that's been termed a major success. Joining me now from the Johnson Space Center in Houston, former astronaut Gene Cernan. Gene, a lot of accomplishments on this
6 miles from the end of the runway.
It's been a big week, Steve. We're within a minute now at touchdown. Discovery launched just 6 days ago as the heaviest shuttle with perhaps the most ambitious commercial payload, and here she comes home with an empty payload bay.
Thank you, John.
We have 6 crew members aboard this one,
Look very good.
along with Hartsfield, Michael Coates, the pilot, Judy Resnick, Steve Hawley, Richard Mullaney, and Charles Walker.
Steve, it's always an impressive sight to see that bird come back home after realizing where she's been for this past week.
It really is. It's just awesome, and it looks like a beautiful day at Edwards Air Force Base, about 70 miles from Los Angeles.
We can't see the ground, but here she comes over the top within about 500 feet. The landing gear will be the next major event. We ought to see that coming out. There it comes now.
Gears down, altitude 300 feet.
Maiden flight for Discovery after 3 postponements of the launch. A near perfect flight.
She's been coasting as a glider all the way in from orbit. It's amazing she can come back home as pure and smooth as she does, but it's a pilot's dream, Steve.
There it is. 6 successful days in space. Gene, a couple of very minor glitches, more or less. One getting a lot of attention, some ice on an outside vent.
Well, that ice...
Touchdown at mission elapsed time of 6 days, 56 minutes, 4 seconds. Nose gear down at 6 days, 56 minutes, 16 seconds.
That icicle that formed, Steve, was really potentially a problem coming in during reentry if it perhaps would have broken off and hit a control system as the spacecraft heat up during entry. Beyond that, I think, and I heard NASA engineers say it'll never happen again. I believe it won't.
And, of course, the 3 commercial satellite launches, absolutely the most important part of this mission, especially after 2 failures back in February.
The key to the future of the shuttle, Steve, for this entire country, of course, is to make it a viable commercial launch vehicle. And that it is becoming. Not without problems, of course, but this flight was certainly a major step in the right direction.
So there she is, Discovery, stopped on the runway at Edwards Air Force Base.